Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. A lot of winning going on this weekend. The Banks! They beat FC Cincinnati 4-0. They advanced to the Eastern Conference Final on Saturday. They will host New York City FC, 6 o'clock for the Banks.
That's the conference championship.
Nothing gets past you, dude.
I mean, he did say it. He did say
I said it was the Eastern Conference Final. I literally said that.
-1.
We ain't got to wait a month.
Yeah, Leroy's on. You know what it is? I can tell. Everybody's on. When it's that week, when it's holiday, and the holidays, it's holiday time, everybody's on shutdown mode. Everybody's on shutdown mode, man. Am I lying? You on shutdown mode right now. Let's be real.
No, not really.
This game, that's for the championship.
Thanks, you idiot.
Don't lash out at me. You didn't have the listening ears on. Miami Hurricanes, they beat Virginia Tech 34-17. Carson Beck was awesome in this game. 320 yards, 4 touchdowns. Malachi Toney continuing to do baby Jesus type things. 12 catches, 146 yards, a touchdown for him. They will close out the regular season at Pitt at noon on Saturday. But really a game that was never in doubt. They put a little, the VaTech put a little window dressing on it, and then Canes like, we're taking the window dressing away.
I would say a lot of people don't realize how many people are hurt on that defense, that they're just starting to come back. They've been getting off the faster starts, maybe not scoring, but looking more aggressive, not just, trying to dominate and wear you down. They've been making an attempt to get ahead early and then play that style of football. So, yeah, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I just think when it gets down to it, you beat Pittsburgh after what they just did, then we can have a conversation because they look really good offensively. But until then, to complain about where you are now, doesn't matter.
I mean, it doesn't matter if you're, it doesn't matter just because they've already resigned. Like, they're doing the crime right in front of you. That's why.
No, that's not.
It's already been determined by these hacks in their stupid little
There's
building.
There's still football to be played, but when you sit back and complain about your situation and don't take care of your business, then you can't. There's nothing you can say. And so all I would say is that everybody saw what Pittsburgh did last week to Georgia Tech. If you go out and beat them and are convincing with that victory, then you can have a complaint. But to have a complaint before you've handled your business is a moot point. And we have this conversation every year going into November. Every year. And what ends up happening? They spit the bit last month of the season. So let's do it the other way. Take care of your business. You put yourself in this situation. Go out and handle your business and then complain when it's all done.
Okay, but if they do, then you'll acknowledge that it's stupid that Notre Dame's in front of them?
No.
So then what's like then? So
because you don't have an argument until we get to that point.
Okay, but I'm asking you, try and put on your hypothetical hat.
Okay.
I'm asking you, we're sitting here at 4:00 on Saturday. They just beat Pitt on the road.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So then you'll be at the spot where they should be ahead of Notre Dame?
No.
Okay. Well then
I don't think
why would you make a declaration of that?
Because you've been complaining for 2 weeks. And Tobin, understand this. I don't make these rules up, but it has been true and try over the years of the college football playoff. If you lose early, you have a chance to build it up regardless of who you lose to. We can't go back 3 months and say, okay, well, we beat them. After you lost in between there to 2 unranked teams.
Okay, but like barely lost to
No,
2
it
unranked teams.
doesn't
Like,
matter.
it's not like they got smoked by those unranked teams. They lost an overtime game, and they lost by a field goal with their quarterback having the worst game of his season.
That you were favored by 20 plus.
Understood, but whatever. Like
Okay,
they had a terrible.
You
Like
don't think
nobody's
that matters?
nobody's had a stinker.
But you don't think that
crazy.
matters?
I just think that this is one of those things where it matters. I understand it, but the thing that's crazy to me and will never make sense to me is in sports, always and forever, head to head has mattered. It's
Not
mattered
3 months ago.
It does, dude. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I hate to tell you that, but
Okay.
it doesn't matter. Whenever the tiebreakers happen, they happen.
Okay.
Whenever the schedule makers make the game, your head to head always means the most. Like
Okay.
even in the dumbass NBA tournament, which is stupid, the Heat have like a plus gazillion in the point differential. The thing that's going to matter on the tiebreakers at the end of it is going to be what?
Here.
Head to head.
But that would here. That would matter if you were talking about the conference. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh,
all the things that you're talking about is with group play, conference play, a way to separate them moving forward.
It's just semantics. It's like it's one of these
it's
things
not
where
semantics.
It is because they don't have a conference to play for, so you can't even
So
go.
should Florida State be ranked above Alabama?
Their record's not the same, so no.
Okay.
So don't be silly. I mean, obviously, the Canes are 4-4. They shouldn't be
at
ranked.
no
Like,
point
that's
in
why
time.
I can't have. It's like you're not having a conversation with a grown up with you.
No,
on this.
but here, the road to get back to this point was greater for Miami because the drop you had when you lost to 2 unranked teams, you dropped more than Notre Dame did for whatever reason.
But here's the thing: is I just asked you. You've been saying for the last 2 weeks that the Canes take care of their business. Well, they took care of their business this past week. They handled Virginia Tech with ease.
Right.
So now Pittsburgh just handles Georgia Tech.
Correct.
Which was having a great season. So if they beat Pitt on the road, 8-3, just got ranked. You're still telling me that Notre Dame deserves to be ahead of the Canes.
I think they positioned themselves so they can make the move to put Miami up ahead. Do you see how close Miami and Notre Dame are?
I'm asking you, Texas two-step. Just answer the question.
No.
Okay.
Like
so, in your eyes, you don't think Miami's a better team than Notre Dame right
at this point? No, I don't.
But if they finish with the same record, which would be 10-2,
right?
If Notre Dame beats Stanford Saturday night, Miami beats Pittsburgh Saturday.
Notre Dame's going to kill Stanford.
All right, cool.
Great.
Right.
So do the Canes, by the way.
They finished 10-2.
We're correct.
You do think Miami should get into the college football playoff before Notre Dame because
I do. Yes.
But that's if both teams finish with the same
correct.
record.
But if you notice the way it's gone, see, at no point in time did Notre Dame have to come back from 19th in the country.
Yeah, which by the way, people were mocking when they were 0-2 and still ranked. People thought it was unbelievably stupid.
Yeah, they were ranked 23rd. They were like the only team 0-2 and still ranked in the top 20.
People thought that was already like, oh, here they go. They're getting that because they didn't want this situation because they get favorable treatment, which has been my entire point on this.
When you start, where did they start? 9, 10?
They started 6.
They started 6th in the country.
Yeah, which by the way is just
so they dropped 18 spots.
They're 6th. Says who?
They dropped 18 spots.
They dropped when they lost to Miami, and then they dropped when they lost to Texas A&M. But usually, if you lose 2 times in the top,
but again,
teams, you're out of the top
part of the reason why they didn't drop out of the top 25
because they Notre Dame.
It was because it's too okay.
It's because they're Notre Dame, dude. Like just like I don't know why this is such a crazy
must have happened
thing.
to me too because I'm Michigan. Because we were 0-2.
Listen, when they want the Blue Bloods, they're gonna keep.
They'll finagle it however they want to. Blue Bloods, SEC.
This argument, okay, that the basic fundamental thing that you guys are off on is this: you can't complain where you're ranked when you lose to 2 unranked teams. You can't.
Fine, but I can complain if I have the same record as the team that I beat.
Not, but see, you're looking at, and here's the thing. Instead of being disappointed in what your team did, you're looking outside of that and saying, well, we beat them, we should be higher than
I don't
them.
understand why you
What
can't
about your
compartmentalize
own
this. This is the
situation?
thing that's
You lost
crazy to me.
to unranked teams.
It's like both things can be true. The Canes yacked it up, but also this is a stupid system. Like the whole
The
point of
system
having
has been what it is for
if we
years.
if we were down
And
to
you're
a four,
only
if we were
complaining
down
about
to
it
a-
because of the situation your team is in.
Yeah, welcome to sports, dude. I'm gonna complain about the things that have to involve my team. Congratulations, you really
Okay.
solved that one, Cluso. Like,
right.
I mean, like that's that. Like, of course, I'm gonna be sitting here complaining about what's happening to the Canes, but also it's crazy how Notre Dame just gets these insane passes for what? What have they done? Was it beat USC? Is that their feather in the cap?
That in Pittsburgh.
Like, come on, what are we doing here?
Nah, here's the thing. If I beat you and we finish with the same record, that's the tiebreaker. I know there's no tiebreaker.
Every sport ever.
What I've been saying, Vlad, and what I've been saying for the last 3 weeks is that if you look at the standings, they're moving Notre Dame and Miami close enough that you can have that argument. But to have that argument when you're so far apart is ridiculous. But now that they're closer together, you can have that argument after next week. That's all I've been saying.
All right. So here's what it is.
Well, you just said it wasn't an argument, though. That was my first question to you was
an argument, but it's not an argument when you lose to 2 unranked teams. Sorry.
Okay. But you're so you're gonna sit here your same argument. If the Canes beat Pitt is still gonna be 2 unranked teams, that's still gonna be your argument and not head to head.
Here's what I'm saying. I'm saying that while you guys are all complaining about where your team is ranked, if you have been paying attention to the rankings, they have moved Notre Dame and Miami closer together so that if that presents itself, we can now have an honest conversation. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but what I'm saying is because they're so close, it could very well happen.
Yeah, but your main argument still is
don't complain about your situation when you lose to 2 unranked teams. Cool. That's what I'm saying.
That's it. Okay.
Yes.
But it doesn't matter who you beat.
No, not if you lose to 2 unranked teams.
All right.